is Lydia Abbott back with you. I'm here with Leela Srinivasan with LinkedIn, and we have a couple questions for you, Leela.
Good morning.
Good morning. First off, you've done a lot of research recently looking into what professionals are doing on LinkedIn. What about students?
Yeah, so we published a report fairly recently on what's going on in the minds of professionals globally, and it was interesting to look at the breakdown of the results for millennials and the younger set, as it were, compared to more mature professionals, if you will. So a couple of things stuck out. Number one, compensation is number one for them in terms of the factors that matter most when they're thinking about a job opportunity. But they care less about work-life balance than their more mature counterparts, I guess. So it's interesting to see how that varies across the workforce. There are also some interesting trends and differences between male and female responses. So the guys were less concerned about having a bad relationship with their bosses than the millennial females were. So don't know what's behind that, but I thought it was kind of interesting.
Yeah, definitely interesting.
Yeah.
And you recently spent some time on different campuses in North Carolina. How was that experience?
Yeah, fantastic trip. So a few of us spent maybe a couple of days at NC State, at UNC Flagler, Duke, et cetera, just talking to students and trying to understand what they're going through as they come up on graduation. And it's humbling and very endearing to hear the terms that they use. You know, they feel challenged. They're under a lot of stress. They're really not sure where the career is going to take them. And so it was really interesting to talk with them and then also talk to the career counselors at the colleges and hear how they're helping the student population. And then also talk with employers who are really trying to connect with this audience and figure out how to help them. And so just a very inspiring couple of days that we spent with them and really left there knowing and really confident in the knowledge that LinkedIn's got a lot to offer these young kids. And in fact, there's in terms of what kids are doing on LinkedIn, you asked. So Rob Humphrey, who's been popping up here now and then, has neglected to mention that his son, Shane Humphrey, recently published a blog post on LinkedIn that very quickly attracted 20,000 views. And it was really, I don't know if we can pull that up, but, you know, Shane's, I think, 15 or 16 years old. And here's this kid who's not even, applying to college yet, really putting some of the college kids to shame and just talking about how his generation should be networking and really taking advantage of platforms like LinkedIn to build relationships with their next employer. So check that post out if you can. I think Shane's definitely one to watch.
Yeah, definitely. I read the post and it's definitely very interesting.